Yesterday, I went to a convenience store, and when I parked, I see somebody come out their car. They start walking into the store, and something told me to just kind of like pay attention. So I'm paying attention. The person goes inside, and all right, I turn off my car, open the door, grab my son, obviously closed it, grab my son out the car seat, I take him in with me. So I go inside, and as I'm there, I go straight for the counter because what I had to do, I just had to go to the counter and handle that. No, I was not gonna buy no cigarettes. I don't smoke. It's none of that. But there are some details that don't really matter for this story or for this situation. So I'm looking around. I don't see the cashier, but then I hear somebody say, oh, come over here. You can come here. All right, so I start heading that way. Now, the first person that I saw go into the store, this person was kind of like they started walking at the same time as me towards the cashier. And I just walked a little bit faster. Like I'm just like, okay, I gotta get there first because come on, like so I get there first. This person goes behind me, and I'm like, okay, fine. As I'm sitting there, I noticed something peculiar. And it was the fact that somebody else came in after me with like his spouse. They look around, and it's like they couldn't find whatever they was looking for. But it's weird because they had just came in. They just look around, and then they left. And instantly I thought about it this way. I'm like, you know what? You could have a business, you could have a store, you could have a product, you could have a service. But you cannot get upset and you cannot take it personal when people browse your products, they look at your store, they look at your offer, they hear your pitch, they see what you have to offer, and then they walk away. Why? Because those people that went in there, whatever they was looking for, it wasn't there. Now, they didn't go deeper, they didn't go down the aisles, they didn't do all of that, but they looked around and for whatever reason they left. Now pay attention to this. I don't know why they left. They might have left their wallet. They might have just been looking for something that was right there, and maybe they came before, for whatever reason they left, came back, and whatever they was looking for was not there anymore. Or I don't know what the reason was, but they left. Now, does that mean that this convenience store is going to stop generating money? Does that mean that this convenience store is going to stop serving people? No, it just means that those two people that came in, they were no longer a customer or a prospect, or they were no longer interested in being there. But that's it. The company, the business is going to continue serving people. They just weren't part of that. They just weren't customers. So if you're selling something, whatever it is, if you have a business, whatever it is that you have, you're selling something online, whatever it is, not everybody's going to buy. And it doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter why. Like to you, it shouldn't matter. Now I know what you're thinking right now, or I think I know what you're thinking. Of course, you want to make sure that you're presenting your offer, your product, your service the best way possible. You want to make sure that you are communicating your value clearly, and you want to make sure that if people leave, it's not because you didn't do your job. I'm clear on that. The problem is that not everybody is going to buy, and that's okay. I need you to know that that doesn't mean that you should quit. That doesn't mean, like, for example, even your friends, if your friends are not buying from you, it doesn't mean that your business is going to fail. It doesn't mean that they don't support you. It just means that whatever you're selling is not for them. What you have is not for everybody. Now, this convenience store will continue selling to people day in and day out. So your focus should be to serve the people that are going to buy from you. Your focus should be to continue to sell to your customer. Whoever doesn't buy from you is not your customer. Clearly, like They're just not. So I've seen a lot of people like lose friendships over this. They'll start a business, and I've seen it online a lot. They read things like quotes about their friends not supporting them, their friends not buying from them, their friends wanting discounts, this and that. Listen, your job is to sell to your customer. You might be a coffee drinker like me. Your friend may not be a coffee drinker. You know what I'm saying? Like you could sell coffee and they don't drink coffee. Are you gonna get mad because they're not buying coffee from you? No, they're just not your customer. They're not your prospect. So we have to start thinking about if we're going to serve somebody, it has to be our customer. In my case, right now, this YouTube channel right here is for traders. And when I make content, and even though I'm putting all of my lessons here for free, everything, I'm still looking at it as I have to I have to satisfy my customers. I have to I have to provide, that solution to my customer. I'm not making videos for my friends. Like these videos are not for my friends. If you're my friend watching me, I don't honestly like I don't care about the support because this video is just not for you. Now, of course, I love it if you could like it, and help me out. That's fine. So whoever's watching this video right now, you could like it, share it so that the algorithm could really like put this in front of my audience, which is traders. And if you're my friend or whatever, just still like it. That's fine. I like that support, but if I don't get it, it's okay because my focus is to, like I said, my focus is to work for my audience, to provide value to my audience. And my audience is traders, day traders, beginner or beginners. That's it. I'm not focused on the people that know a lot more than me. I'm not focused on the super profitable traders. I'm not even focused on profitable traders, period, because they're not the people that I'm trying to help. They already are doing it. They're already trading. You know what I'm saying? Like they are already trading. They don't need my help. Now, I'm at a specific level in my trading journey where I passed a profit challenge. Now I transition from that into my own live account and I'm just taking you through my journey. Now, I'm not calling myself a profitable trader. I'm not a guru. I don't want to be seen as one. The only thing I want to do is I want to share with you what I learned throughout my journey. I want to share with you the things that have worked for me, the things that have not worked for me, the things that I believe are going to take me to a next level. And I'm showing you how I'm doing it. That said, that's my customer. My customer is that person who wants to see my journey so that they could improve in their own journey. So, in your case, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're trading, you don't have to worry about your friends supporting you, your family supporting you. It doesn't matter because trading is all in a computer. They don't have to see what you're doing. They don't have to support you. Like I wish, like even for my life account, like of course I wish I had people that would just donate a bunch of money so I could put it in my life account and take this to a next level, but I don't have that. Now, I'm not complaining and I won't ever do that. I'm going to put in the work. You see me on YouTube every day. That's one of the ways that I'm doing it. I say, you know what? I have my job. My job is taking care of my family. My job is also providing to fund my life account, but of course that's I can't just put up a lot of money into my trading account because I have a family. I have a wife. I got 5 kids, of course, 4 step kids and my son. And I say that because a lot of people get confused. If you don't understand this whole situation, watch this video. It should be somewhere here. It's the one where I talk about my life situation with my mother passing. I explain my whole family structure there. But going back to it, when so going back to it, like my job is helping me with my bills, it's helping me fund my account a little bit. But obviously, like I was saying, I can't just throw everything into it. Like I wish I could just take all my checks and put it in my live account. I can't do that. Am I mad because I don't have family members or friends that will tell me like, yo, here you go, here's a stack, 5 stacks, 10 stacks. I'm not gonna be mad, even though I know people with money. I don't expect that from them. You know why? Because at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do, these are my goals. This is my dream. This is what I'm doing. And even though I have a mission of helping other people, because I don't just want to trade to make a bunch of money, just take care of my family. And of course, that is the first thing I want to do. Taking care of, you have to take care of your family first. Of course, yes, I'm trying to do that. Yes. Like, come on. If somebody tells you that they're not doing that, they're lying to you. Yes, I'm doing that. Like, yes, I'm trading because I want to take care of them. So let's get that out of the way. But what am I going to do after that? I'm not just going to be bored. I want to help people. I mean, again, if you watch the video where I tell my story and about my mom passing and everything, like everything that I went through in the past, even though I didn't really say everything, but you would understand why I want to help people. So yes, once I take care of my family, I want to help kids. And I said this in one of my previous videos. Is the one where I was walking in New Jersey and it was cold, it was snowing. In that video, I talk a little bit about my desire to help kids and with sneakers and stuff like that, buying those sneakers. I want to help single mothers. I want to start like my own. I don't know if it's a foundation. I know I'm not gonna just give money away to like other foundations because I don't trust these people. Like I don't trust most foundations. Like if I can't see the people, if I can't see them being benefited from this, if I can't see the kids like putting on the sneakers, if I can't see the single mothers, just being able to feed their kids, if I can't see it, I don't really think that they're being helped. That doesn't mean don't donate. Like you have to do your research. Me personally, what I was saying is I'm going to take care of my family. Once that's done, and that includes my my immediate families, like my brothers, sisters, all of that. Once that's done, I want to help other people, not just with my trading content, not just teaching you how to trade, not just with like motivation or my story. No, like I actually want to use capital to help. As I was saying, kids, like if they need sneakers, and I'm not talking about no cheap sneakers, like I'm talking about like when they're going back to school, if they want Jordans, if they want whatever it is, I want to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to sponsor like 10 kids, 20 kids. I want to do that because you already know, like the first day of school, like you know how it gets. You don't want kids being bullied. Of course, I can't stop every kid from being bullied, but if I could help a few, I'll do that. Single mothers, of course, I had a single mother. I want to help her, and I say I want to help her. Of course, she passed, but I think a lot of the charity is selfish. A lot of people they just help the person that they were. And I don't know if you felt that or if you understood that, but like for example, if you went through domestic abuse, a lot of people like that, a lot of victims of domestic abuse, they like to help other victims of domestic abuse. If you were an alcoholic, usually you like to help other alcoholics because you went through that. Who better than you to be able to help those people? For me, it's all about these kids who are growing up with like in scarcity with a single mother. Like I want to help the past version of me ultimately. So I'm trading, I'm doing all of this because I want to help a bunch of people. And honestly, and I said this in the other video, I'm saying it in these videos because I know I'm not the only one who wants to help. I know I'm not the only one who's charitable. I know that. I know I'm not the only one who has the heart. So I'm putting it out there because when you get to the bag, and if I got to the bag already and I'm doing it, you could help me. You could unite. And you don't even have to like you don't have to give me the money, none of that stuff. I could show you what I'm doing. You could do it on your end. I don't care about like managing nobody. No, no, no. What I care about is us doing the right thing for the people that need it the most. And sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna open up a little bit here because there was a time in my life where I was just frustrated because I wanted things to happen in my life. I wanted to be able to get to the bag so I could help others, but everything was just going wrong. Like everything. There was a time of my life where I couldn't keep a job. I couldn't be at a job for a long time because it was many reasons, but I just couldn't stay at a single place. And you know what? I'm going to tell you because I know a lot of you are going through this right now. You went through this, or you might need some guidance. In my case, when I graduated college, we were sold this dream like, okay, you go to college, you're going to get a great job. That's not how it happened for me. I graduated college, I could not find a single job. And mind you, I had a computer science degree, computer information systems, to be technical. So it's like I pretty much had it like guaranteed. You have a computer science degree. I'm graduated. I have a bachelor's. I should just be able to get a job anywhere. No, that's not how it happened. I applied everywhere. I literally, and I am a responsible person. I am disciplined. Like I don't have a criminal background. I don't have like anything that's stacked against me when it comes to the professional world. At the time, I couldn't get anything. Like literally. I know I ended up working and I'm not laughing at this like it's as bad because I do think this is why I did it. I do think that any job, excuse me, I do think that any job that you do, it's honorable. As long as you're not hurting nobody else, as long as it's not illegal, it's honorable. Now, for me, I was going through a lot of different jobs. I know one that I hated. Like I hated this job. It was like cutting we were making pallets in this company. So I had to like cut the wood and it was like nonstop. They would just bring like the forklift would just bring the whole thing of like wood and I had to cut it like I had to start at like 6 and I was out of there by like 3 something. And but mind you, you're doing this all day and I'm getting all dirty and I hated that job. Like for me at the time, I'm not gonna lie. Like even though I do believe that every job that you do or any job that you do to provide for your family is honorable. At the time, I still felt like it was degrading to me. Not degrading because because of the job, but it was because like damn, like I went to college and this is what I'm doing now with a computer science degree. Like and I learned so much from that experience because I stayed there and I was only getting paid at the time and this wasn't even that long ago. I mean, I've been at my job now for 5 years. This was a few jobs before this one. Now, this one, yes, I've been honestly. I mean, God has blessed me with this job. I got a promotion and everything. Like 5 years in or 4 years in, I got a promotion. I mean, management now. Like things are going well. But before this job, the other job with the like making the pallets, it was horrible for me because I was like, damn, like I was saying, I went to college and this is what I'm doing now. And I realized I was like, a lot of times, we just listen to people. And I was younger, and a lot of you did the same thing. Everybody said, oh, you have to go to college to be able to get a good degree, blah, 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 blah. You get into a bunch of student debt. And honestly, you were just following what people were telling you. So I realized, I said to myself, I said, why am I going to listen to people if this is where it got me? Like, I went to college, I have a whole bachelor's degree, and I'm just here doing this. Like, I could have just been doing this out of high school. And I was only getting paid like $9 an hour. $9 an hour, mind you. By this point, I was already married to my wife. And we had the 4 kids. Now we didn't have my son yet, but we still had 4 kids. I'm making $9 an hour out of college, doing something that I could have just been doing without college. And that honestly, that was a blessing. That job was a blessing because it really opened up my eyes. It showed me that like you can't just listen to what people tell you. People don't know. People don't know honestly how to make it in this world. People don't know. They think it's college. They'll tell you it's college. They think it's this. They think it's that. People's gonna tell you a bunch of different stuff. Don't even listen to me. Don't listen to nobody. What you should do, that's funny because I'm saying don't listen to me. You have to figure it out. Figure it out for yourself. That's what I realized at that moment. I said, no, hold up. I have to figure this out for myself. I have to stop listening to people. I was listening to people telling me to go to college, and that, I mean, I guess now I could say, I can't say it didn't work out because with my current job, it did require a bachelor's degree. Now, it didn't, even though I do work for an IT company, it didn't have to be exactly in computer science. Could have been in management, could have been anything like that. So I'm not going to completely say college didn't help me. I guess ultimately down the road it did, but at the same time, if you ask me, I wouldn't change anything that I have done, but I'm not going to tell young kids to go to college. I'm not telling you to do it or not do it. I just want you to think about one thing. You If you do it and if you could do it without getting like student loans, that would be the best way to do it. If not, I will tell you right now, it's not the best investment when it comes to just financially, unless you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, something that you have to go to college. You have to understand that college is not, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to make a lot of money. It doesn't guarantee that. Nothing does. Nothing guarantees that you're going to make a lot of money. The difference is that college puts you in debt. A lot of people are about $100,000 in debt. 50,000. Let's go lower before you start, just saying a bunch of stuff in my comments. Even $50,000. So imagine this: you're gonna start your life with at least $50,000 in student loan debt. Figure it out for yourself. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to nobody else. Look at your options. Figure it out for yourself. If you ask me if I had to do it again, how would I do it? I wouldn't necessarily go through college. I probably would have done some type of boot camp, like a coding boot camp at the time. I don't even recommend that now because we have AI that does it for you. So, but I would look for something, a trade, something that I know, like, okay, I'm only gonna do like 6 months, a year. But when I get out, like, there is an industry there for that. Now, but this video is not about that. But it is about just making sure that you're figuring out the solution to your own problems. That's what this video is really about. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't, and you have a business, you have a product, you have a service. Don't worry about who's not buying from you. Worry about who will. You're making YouTube, like YouTube content, YouTube videos. Don't worry about who doesn't want to watch it. Worry about the people that do watch it, because these are the people that matter. The people that matter in your life are going to be the people that could help you get to another level. And I'm not saying this like use people. No, I mean, if you're putting out a product and people are buying it, or people are sharing your content, people are liking your content, if it's content, whatever it is, these people are the ones who could help you elevate. At the same time, like, worry about them. At the same time, don't worry about the detractors. Don't. You have to focus, like, you just have to focus on the things that matter. Like this year, focus on the things that matter. Focus on the things that are going to help you. And the key word here is focus. You have to focus. This year, I cut out I left so many things behind in 2024. Like in December, I made decisions to stop doing certain things in my life, things that take time away from the things that I need to do. I said this in one of my other videos. I did say that I am a musician. Right now, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because that served a purpose in my life up to a certain point. I will continue, like, I will continue to do it later on, but right now, it's not the time for that. Right now, I have to lock in. Right now, I have to just focus on trading. Now, you may ask yourself, well, if you're focused on trading and not on music or anything else, why are you doing YouTube? Why do you have a Discord? Simple. It's easy. Think about it. This right here, this video that you're watching right now, this is about trading. My Discord is about trading. Everything that I'm doing is about trading. That's it. My time right now is spent either on my family or my goals. And everything that has to do with trading right now, that's what I'm going to focus on. YouTube helps me with even not just like a lot of you, and I'm going to include myself in this. A lot of us like to just consume, and we think that we could learn just by consuming. But you have to understand that you're really going to understand what you're doing when you're able to teach it. So right now, YouTube helps me learn trading even better because I'm teaching it. So before I make these videos, I actually have to think about, okay, what's the topic? What are the concepts that I will talk about? And before I make the video, I actually realized, like, hold up, I don't understand. I don't understand these two or three things. Let me look them up. So now I start doing some research. Okay. And then I start working on explaining it. Okay. This is how you do this because of this, and that. Okay. And now my knowledge about the topic just gets deeper. So YouTube is helping me become a better trader because I'm teaching it. YouTube is helping me learn how to communicate better. In these videos, you know why I love making these videos? Because I don't script them out. Like even those teaching videos, I don't script them out. I do have the topic, and I just know, like, okay, these are the concepts I need to understand. But then after that, I'm not scripting anything because I believe in talking to people. Like I think people nowadays, they're tired of all of this like overproduced content, like this, like Mr. Beast type of content that's just like moving fast. Da, 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 da. Like people are tired of that. A lot of people. I know you want something more laid back. At least my customer, my audience, my people. You want you want content where you could really digest the information. You want content, and I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking for my viewer. I know you are my viewer, but right now you may stay with me, or you may stay with me, or you may not. If you stay with me, it's because this is what you want. You want content that could help you learn how to trade. You want content that could help you grow as a person, not just as a trader, but as a person, and more relaxed. Like I've seen a lot of trading channels where they're using, it's called retention editing. It it reminds me of Jersey Shore. I don't know if you guys remember Jersey Shore, but I know that when I used to watch certain episodes, I've always paid attention to the technical aspect of things. And one of the things that I picked up at the time, I didn't know that this is what it was called, but I saw that every time, like every 3 seconds, they like the camera, it would switch to another angle, to another person, but every 3 seconds, like you could not get to 5 seconds and stay on the same frame. That would not happen. It was like one, two, three. Okay, boom, next angle. One, two, three, boom, next angle. And I picked that up and I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing here. Now with YouTube and a lot of these trading channels, I picked that up too. And I saw that they're changing a lot. The camera's going like this, it comes back out. And of course, now that I'm doing YouTube, I started doing a little bit more research on this, and I learned that this is all called retention editing. And people they just put big words here as they're talking. You might get like three words, blah blah blah. Like they're doing that to just keep your attention. Now the problem is I'm not trying to target that type of audience because that's like the TikTok audience where you're staying, yes, you're looking at the video, you're watching it, but you're kind of like they're just hacking your attention. That's it. You're not necessarily learning anything just because they're just keeping you tuned in, watching, watching, watching. But you don't have that moment of like, okay, you don't have that relaxation. You don't, I don't know. For me, it's just kind of like you can't sit back and just listen to what's being taught. I'm not saying I won't ever do that. Who knows? Maybe at some point that's what's required. Maybe that's what you guys want at some point. But I know as of today, I'm not doing that. Like right now, what I'm giving you is I'm just giving you my authentic self, my authentic content. I'm just giving you whatever comes to me. That's what I'm giving you. And if I don't have nothing to give, I'm not gonna make a video. It's as simple as that. But I do think at least that this year in 2025, I have a lot. I have a lot. I have a lot to give because I have lived enough. As I was saying earlier, like I've been through a lot of jobs before I finally stayed at my current job. And that, like that situation, just not being able to hold a job, and I wasn't even getting fired. I was not getting fired. It was none of that. I was only getting paid. I mean, you have a family. I was not getting paid enough, and they wanted me to do a bunch of stuff because you know how a lot of jobs are. They wanted me to do a bunch of stuff and only paying me $9 an hour. I mean, come on, $10 an hour, 11. No, no, that wasn't cutting it. Now, a lot of people think that the world is easy, and the world is not easy. So you gotta do what you have to do to take your family forward, to give them a better life. Now, I do have to go because my son woke up and I'm a father first. So go ahead, like this video, comment, let me know if there's anything that resonated with you, and I'll see you on the next one. Remember, the world is yours.